Welcome back to Terrace Talk. It's the Plymouth Argyle view. We're joined by three pilgrims this week because it is a huge, huge point in Plymouth's season. Ian Foster's gone. For weeks on this channel, we've been asking for it, praying it would happen. It's finally happened. Let's get the views of our pilgrim fans to see what should happen next. Starting with you, Jayden. Jayden, welcome back. You've been here every week, hoping and praying that Foster would go. How do you feel now he's gone?
Yeah, it's a funny one really because there's been a few results that have kind of warranted the sacking. The West Brom one being the first one, where it's probably the worst performance we've seen at home in many years. Obviously losing that one 3-0, and then the Preston one, where it was another terrible performance at home, and then obviously the one yesterday, which, in my opinion, wasn't the worst one of the worst performances we've seen under Ian Foster. The first half was we were playing out of our skin under Ian Foster for what we're used to. It was very attacking. We just couldn't put our chances away. It's been the same story for the last few weeks with Ryan Hardy. And then we came out in the second half, obviously expecting to carry on all of this fantastic attacking football, and we're back to Ian Foster ball again, and we can't string a pass together. So yeah, I think it was right to sack him in the end. But obviously the news that we're not going to be getting a manager for the end of the season. We're gonna stick with our own facilities with Neil Dewsnip and Nancekivell. But yeah, I think it's a strange game to sack him after. I think when you've got Rotherham on a Friday night. But yeah, probably the right one in the end with 6 games to go.
Thanks, Jayden. Harry, welcome to Terrace Talk. We're really keen to get your views because you've been all over Twitter on this story. Couple of questions first off. Should they have sacked him 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think so. I think after the international break, after the loss to Preston, it was very, very toxic, and that really should have been the call there. But they chose not to, and instead these past 2 games, nothing's improved, and it's probably a little bit too late. Had they done it in the international break, maybe that we could have got another manager in, but I still believe that we would have stuck with Nancekivell and Dewsnip anyway, the next 6 games like we have now.
And for you, is that a financial issue of not bringing in somebody like a Warnock or like I don't know, Michael Beale, sorry, or is it just a case of, look, anyone new wouldn't get to know the players in time. There's a game on Friday. They know the players. They know the club. Let them get on with it for 6 games.
Yeah, I think it. Like you say, I think it's the latter. Although obviously Argyle never have been financially, secure. But yeah, I think it's just that obviously those two were coaches after Schumacher left, and yeah, we didn't win a game, but we played better football under them than we did Foster. So I think that it's probably just, like you say, the players that they'll play for Nancekivell. He's been, he's Mr. Argyle, as everybody calls him down here. So yeah, I think hopefully maybe we might stay up with them and push the players on a little bit more than they would have under Foster.
Thanks for that, Harry. Craig, there was a report that on Instagram, the players' girls, friends and wives liked the Plymouth Argyle report that had been sacked. In fact, there was 6 of them. So clearly there was something in the background where the players didn't respect or like their new coach. What's your view on it all, as polite as you can be?
Oh no, there's no need to be polite, mate. It's a shambles. This club is it's been a mess. Probably since West Brom home, the owner refusing not to change anything, the board sitting on their hands, letting this monotonous, toxic atmosphere carry on week in, week out. And what has really annoyed me, I know that and we love Nance and we love Dewsnip, and not Dewsnip, but we love Nance. But I'm not being disrespectful. But is Nance and Dewsnip going to get us over the line? They got us 3 points. We need wins. And Warnock went on BBC Radio today and he said if they'd given the call, he'd answer it. And I'm not being disrespectful to both of them because, okay, Dewsnip's the reason why we're in this mess. And Nance is Argyle through and through. But Warnock is a proven Premier League and Championship manager. He will keep you up. And you just got to trust him. But I just like to talk on Jaden's point there, mate. I don't know what you were watching for that first half. I'm sorry, Jaden, but we were playing well for 20 minutes, mate. I'm sorry. It was 20 minutes. It wasn't our skins for the first half, Mark. We were buying average, apart from 20 minutes in that first half.
Okay. There's lots of fans that are saying get Warnock. Why do you think the board are not doing it then? Is it? Do we think it's finances? I mean, it doesn't seem like he's going to charge a lot. I mean, he's
probably do it for free.
He lives in the area, or lives close to the area, does he not? It does seem bizarre. Obviously, you got to, if the players on, if he's lost the dressing room, a manager's got to go. You can't keep a manager. But for the cost of getting Warnock, what's the cost of going down to League One? I mean, could you see yourselves getting out of League One if you went down? I mean, Harry, what's your view on that?
No, I don't think so. No, as a lot of Argyle fans have been saying, the new TV deal that's coming in, something like the drop down from what you would get in the Championship compared to the League One is massive. That's not financially viable for Argyle. That money would be massive. I think it's something like 9 million compared to if we were in League One, it'd be less than 1 million, something like that.
The good thing, Jaden, is that whilst all this has been going on, the teams below you haven't really been pulling up shape. So we were lucky in lots of ways in that Sheff Wednesday and Huddersfield they are both going through a really bad spell. Huddersfield in particular haven't won in 6 games. So let's look on the positive sides. Then this is in your hands, isn't it? You aren't in the bottom 3. You've not been in the bottom 3 the whole season. We've not even talked about relegation, except in the last month or so on this channel. Home Park was a fortress. You've got some better fixtures than Wednesday, so there are reasons to be cheerful here. Yeah. Oh, and you play Rotherham next.
Yeah, I think the problem is our next 4 games are absolutely massive. And the last 2 games, I think the next 4 games are, potentially winnable games. I know Leicester at home is a bit scary. They're obviously in the top 3 or whatever, but their form's not good and they're under as much pressure as we are, if not more. With the size of their club. So yeah, the next 4 games, I think we have to get it done in those games because the last 2 games are much harder, I think, than the next 4. And as for Rotherham, well, it's a must-win, isn't it? It's just we have to get 3 points, or that's going to be it.
Yeah, but I think your fans the fans have been behind them all year, but the fans have got to, that Tuesday night game against QPR, I imagine that Home Park is going to be absolutely bouncing from minute 0 to minute 90 to make sure that goes online. Does it help, you think, Craig, that QPR are probably safe now? That game isn't as important for them anymore, is it?
I think so. I think the fans have already been behind the players 110%. We've been behind the club and the club are demanding more support. And I don't think, they can have much more support. We've been in for. I think QPR, if we don't win that game, I think we're in trouble. I don't think we even win. If we don't win both of them, we're in trouble. It's got to be 6 points. And I got no confidence that we're going to beat Rotherham. I'm sorry, I just don't see us beating Rotherham on Friday. They've got nothing to play for. They want to go out with the season on a bang. I'm sorry to be negative, but I just don't see where the points are going to come from. I'm sorry, I just don't see where they're going to come from. But I hope we can put it right, and hopefully we could put 5-6 past and absolutely batter Rotherham. But who knows in the Championship, eh?
We've all worked for someone, haven't we, as a boss that you've not liked, and when that boss leaves, the whole office feels, doesn't it? Rejuvenation. Everyone's more productive again, and sense that's what's going to happen on Friday. That finally he's gone. We like the team that were there before. We're together again as a unit. Is there not going to be a sense of kind of right? We've got 5 games. Let's just do this, lads. There should be, shouldn't it? We'll tell by 10 o'clock on Friday as to whether or not that's happened.
Yeah.
But Jayden, yes or no? Do you see Plymouth staying up?
Well, I think there should be, right? But the problem is, Nancekivell's managed 4 games before, and he's not won any of them. They've all been very entertaining games. We've proven under him we can score a lot of goals. So Friday shouldn't really be a problem. But like I say, we haven't won a game under him yet. So anything could happen on Friday, to be honest. I don't think anyone knows what to expect.
Okay. Well, you could beat Rotherham and QPR and lose the other 4 and still stay up. That's how crazy the league is, isn't it? Harry, are you staying up?
I think like a lot of Argyle fans say, it'll depend on the Rotherham game. I think if we lose that, we're down. But I think we'll just scrape it. Our fixtures are somewhat easy, but it's Argyle. Nothing. No game's easy. So I think we'll just out.
Yeah, certainly easier than Wednesdays. Craig?
I'm hoping there's a reaction, and I'm just praying there's a reaction. But there's just a part of me thinking there's just Huddersfield are just going to put a little run together, and maybe Sheffield Wednesday just got that little bit extra quality than we do, because we're struggling to score goals. You haven't scored at home in 5 games. Those players are low on confidence. Morgan and Hardy are just, I don't know. I think personally, I think we're gone. I'm sorry if we don't win on Friday. I'm sorry. I hate to admit it, but on Friday, I think if we don't win that game, we are finito. And there's only one man we can blame for that, and that's the clown himself, Ian Foster, mate. He's criminal for this. Okay. He is responsible for 110% for this.
All right. I'll show you the Rotherham tweets that have said that actually they don't mind losing to you on Friday because it does 2 things. 1, it just puts it out of the system, they're gone. And 2, it drags Wednesday further into the mire. So there's already a train of thought already that don't really mind Plymouth. And look, as from a neutral's point of view, as I said in another video, we can't lose Plymouth from this league. The fans that travel up and down the country, there's something special.
Yeah.
There's colourful teams in the league. Home Park is, one of those unique grounds. Okay, no one likes travelling to it, but we need proper teams like Plymouth in this league. Otherwise, I think it's a more boring place. So yeah, the neutral's behind you on Friday, and it's definitely behind you on Tuesday as well. So good luck, Plymouth. And if you're an Argyle fan, wants to agree or disagree with anything that's been said, you know what to do. Comment below. Also follow Craig on the Green Fever. Look at the link in the description below as well. Follow Harry on Twitter. What's your handle, Harry?
It's just Harry McSherry, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Click on the link below there as well. And of course, you can join Jayden and myself every week, as we have done since September on this channel with rival fans for the next 5 games. Let's get some score predictions, shall we, for Rotherham? Go on, Harry, you kick us off.
1-0 Argyle.
There we go. Jayden.
Completely agree. 1-0 Argyle. Morgan
Okay.
Whittaker.
Craig, let's go full house on this.
No chance.
But you know what? I'm probably going to be on every memes page by Argyle by tomorrow morning when this goes out. I think Rotherham are going to nick it. 1-0.
Okay. All right. So if the Rotherham fans were here now, they're not turned up. They'd be laughing at that.
Yeah.
You got to pass the goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper is amazing, as I think you saw in the reverse fixture. He's absolutely stunning. So, and of course, the whole footballing world will be watching with you on Friday night because it's live. It's live on Sky. So good luck. We'll be watching from a living room. And we will hopefully see you back next week with smiles on your faces with 6 extra points in the bag. All right.
Hope so, Mark.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Cheers, Craig. Cheers, Jayden. Thank you, Harry. Nice one.
Thank you.